All right, yeah, that worked. All right, that worked. Good, good. Finally, that worked. Final way. Okay. I'm back. No, I took a bit of a break. Yeah, I did take a bit of a break from streaming a bit, I guess. Yeah, I'm back. I'm back now, guys. What's up? Man, I want to say something. Okay, I gotta fix this, man. There we go. Oh, sorry. I gotta fix something on my TV. All right. All right, guys. We're gonna talk a lot of DC today. We're gonna talk a lot of DC stuff today. Okay, so all on YouTube. Okay. All right. Also, make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment. So I just have to stuff on YouTube. That actually made me crack. Sorry. We got a few things to talk about. All right, a couple things DC related. A lot of DC related. I hope Blinded comes on. I want to hear Blinded's story because Blinded had a pretty interesting Instagram conversation chatter today. It was kind of funny, but I hope to see the chat. Where is the chat? There's the chat. All right, come say hello. Everything is gonna be DC related. Today is DC related. No more. Capes and Trunks. Kind of no more. It's a channel now. I just converted a kind of a dead channel into Capes and Trunks. So you know what? I'm gonna go find the channel for you. The link. Okay. It's kind of a channel now. No, 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 no. Wow. There we go. It's here. This is my Capes and Trunks channel. Go sub. I'm gonna post it. Okay. I'm gonna post it. Go sub to it. I'll be right back. I gotta check something on that. Go sub to it, please. I got two. Okay. All right, guys. I'm probably not gonna use stream on that channel though. I'll just make videos and maybe shorts. I don't know. But go sub to it. Once the channel gets going. All right. Once the stream gets going. I gotta do some. I don't know. I don't know if I should do some group memberships today. All right. So yeah. Okay. guys. Trailer updates from DC. Trailer updates from DC. Lanterns trailer, Supergirl trailer. Oh, and there is a Marvel thing. What am I talking about? There is a Marvel thing too to talk about. Excuse me, okay? There is a Marvel thing. Deadpool Wolverine. So yeah, so there is Marvel. My bad. My bad. That's my mistake. Okay. Now I gotta find a way to put videos on this thing. Well, I could put videos on this. I just gotta find a way where videos can have sound. Yo, it's TJ in the house. Alright? Alright, so Supergirl. Supergirl. Supergirl trailer is dropping. Maybe dropping. Assumedly dropping. Assumed dropping. I know. I know you're at Perp Stream. I know. Okay. Alright, so. Alright, okay. I am back. Supergirl. Okay. Supergirl trailer. Oh, CCXP. Okay. Yes. Okay. CCXP. CCXP 2025 is in Brazil. Yeah, CCXP is in Brazil. Okay. That's where. Okay. Big, big event. Big convention in Brazil. Sao Paulo, Brazil. Okay. Uh, so this is CCXP. Okay, so Supergirl trailer supposedly is gonna drop during CCXP. Does CCXP have a schedule out? December 4th to the 8th. Okay. Okay, so I'm checking out CCXP's main website. The Welcome to Derry cast is going to be there. I just saw this episode. Oh my freaky shit. Okay, okay. The boys are going to be there. Okay, okay. Let's see. Okay, let's see the schedule. I think December 6th. Let me check. December 6th, which is a Saturday. Oh, Disney Plus is going to be there. Remember, this is not live or anything. Okay. I'm looking for Warner Brothers. Okay, I could be wrong. Supergirl panel. Supergirl panel date. CCXP. Okay, Saturday, December 6th. Okay, December 6th of this year. Okay, December 6th. Expected trailer drop. 2. Expected trailer. Okay. Okay, the whole freaking trailer is gonna drop. Presumably December 6th. Okay, here's the thing, guys. You gotta understand. You have to understand, guys. Just because it's dropping on December 6th at CCXP doesn't mean it's dropping on social media. It's going public for everybody to see. It's going to be public for people attending that panel, right? You know, if you go to, for example, if you go to New York Comic Con, they drop trailers for shit all the time. They drop trailer for Daredevil and New York Comic Con for season 2. That trailer hasn't gone public. So just because they're dropping a trailer at CCXP doesn't mean it's going to all of a sudden drop on X, or it's going to be on DC Entertainment's channel or Warner Brothers YouTube channel. It doesn't mean that at all. Also, it could mean that it could drop Who knows? But trailers don't usually drop on the weekend. Usually don't drop on the weekend. Trailers are usually, especially at night. At night on Saturdays. Saturdays, you got right. Fridays and Saturdays are the really people are out during the night, right? Most of the time, Fridays and Saturdays, people have their free time. They're done work for the week, and they just want to relax or go out, spend some time with family, do something, right? On Fridays and Saturdays. So that's why you don't see trailers released during the night those days. Saturdays, maybe in the morning, depending where you are, because most people will most likely be at home on Saturday morning before they go out. But you usually don't get trailers dropping on the weekend unless it's something like a CCXP or a Comic Con or something like that. Usually you don't get trailers dropping on the weekends. Trailers usually drop on the weekdays. 9 a.m. Eastern time, 9 a.m. Eastern time, or 12 a.m. or 12 p.m. Eastern time. Usually they have a certain times. Studios have certain times to drop trailers. Marvel likes to drop the trailers are always like around 9 a.m. Eastern time. Usually, right? DC, same thing. Usually, they always have a specific time of day. So I don't expect that to change. I don't expect a trailer to drop publicly on all the social media platforms Saturday. I expect a trailer to drop for the people that are attending CCXP for the Supergirl panel, but I don't expect us to see it till maybe a couple days later. Now I do expect us to see the trailer dropping in December. Don't get me wrong, maybe a little bit later, because Superman released their first trailer in December of last year, and that movie came out in July of this year. Supergirl comes out a month before. Okay, before before like where Superman did. Supergirl comes out in June this of next year. Okay. Um, okay. Okay. Now, what do we expect in the trailer? I can't really say. I have no idea what we're going to expect in the trailer. I expect to see Supergirl. That's I think I think we expect to see Kara Zor-El or Kara, Supergirl, Milial Kaka Supergirl. I probably expect to see the villain, other characters. I don't know about Lobo. I think we might see a Lobo. I think to get people interested in this movie, just show Lobo in the first trailer, the second trailer, and third trailer. Show Jason Momoa, show the star power right away. I I'm gonna watch this movie. Most of the people that watch my streams, watch my videos, are gonna watch this movie. That's obvious, but I don't think this movie. I think I think you gotta. I think we're over hyping this movie a bit. You gotta remember, this is Supergirl. This isn't Superman. Hell, I'm sorry, but like Clayface is bigger than Supergirl. Sorry, I mean Clayface Clayface, Clayface. I'm more interested in Clayface than Supergirl. I think this could be more of an interest in Clayface because it's a Batman related project, and I know Supergirl is part of Superman, but Clayface is. I mean, it's coming up part. It's gonna be part of Superman. I mean, the reason why they have Supergirl in the Superman movie is to get people to get a taste of Supergirl, to get a taste or to get people interested. Right? It's if I think if you didn't have Supergirl and Superman, because I think they were worried. Didn't have Supergirl and Superman. They probably was figured, yeah, we're worried that Supergirl might do as well. So this teaser is Superman to get people interested in Supergirl. I don't know if that'll work. World building. So is Clayface. Clayface is gonna have a lot of world building too. That's what I heard from Clayface. Is I have a lot of world building in terms of Gotham City. Okay, if you're a hardcore DC fan or Batman fan, you'll notice in some world building in Gotham City. You notice some locations, um, Easter eggs, hints, things like that. But okay, okay, Millie Alcock, yeah, she's the lead character of this movie. But is she the star of this movie going in? Well, they're gonna do the promotional push for her, right? They're gonna make her the star. They want her to be the breakout star, right? They want her to be a pillar of the DCU, right? Right? They want her to. The problem, right? But the Gal Gadot, the Gal Gadot with Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot is only known for what? Fast and the Furious, right? Yeah, we got Warner Brothers has a stack year next year. Stack year next year. So Gal Gadot was like all we know. Gal Gadot is from the Fast and Furious. So they put her in BVS with a strong cast surrounding her. I mean, with Ben Affleck, Henry Cavill, Jeremy Irons, Jesse Eisenberg, Amy Adams. I mean, most of those actors are Oscar-worthy, award-winning actors. I mean, most of them. And when I mean like guys like Jeremy Irons, Amy Adams, and Jesse Eisenberg, those three for sure. Ben Affleck's a solid actor, but I don't think Ben Affleck is an Oscar-worthy actor in terms of like best actor. Jesse Eisenberg, Amy Adams, and Jeremy Irons are those. And Gal Gadot was showing a good talent around her. So Millie Alcock has to right. She's like yeah, she's the lead character of Supergirl, but she's not the star of Supergirl in sense of star power because we got Jason Momoa's Lobo, and the thing with Jason Momoa's Aquaman, he plays a lot of similar characters. Like the way Jason Momoa acts in real life is kind of like Aquaman would act. Like Jason Momoa was like seems like a cool laid back surfer dude, like Aquaman would be, right? And Lobo, not exactly a surfer, but it could be an exaggeration of what he right. It'd be like a little similar in a sense that of Lobo's of Aquaman in the sense of the same sense of humor. It's just that Lobo will be more disgusting, more creepy. Maybe I think we're gonna see. I'm gonna say it best. A more of a jerk kind of attitude. Right. Affleck had more accolades as a director. Yes, I I agree. Okay. So Miller Alcock is but Jason Lobo. I almost said Jason Lobo. Jason Lobo. Jason Lobo. Jason Lobo. My God. Can you imagine if I said Jason Lobo? That's a funny name. Lobo is a biker, and I think Momoa could play a biker with a bad. Yeah, he's a biker, but he's immature, right? He's a perv, annoying, arrogant, obnoxious, right? Somebody you can't stand. Right? Jason Lobo, let's go. Jason Lobo. Jason Lobo. Let's go. Jason Lobo. Jason Lobo, guys. Jason Lobo. Lobo Momoa. Okay, so he's going to be like the star of this the big star power, the A list, most well known. I mean, Millie Alcock. Only people that really know Millie Alcock are honestly DC and people, DC fans, people paying attention to DCU. I know, and people that work in the industry, the entertainment, whether right, but the general audience doesn't really know about Millie Alcock. Yeah, the most recent thing Millie Alcock was in this Netflix show, but the most recent, like really main thing show she was in was House of Dragon, and she was only in for a few episodes of House of the Dragon. So this is really her big break. I right right. Gunn said he liked what he saw from her in House of Dragon, and this is her where she gets a big lead. She's starring this film. This is it with the help of a good supporting cast with a star power Jason Momoa to help her out and to see what she can do in leading this film. Right? They wouldn't sign her up. They didn't think they have confidence in her. And you gotta do that. I mean, Marvel did that with Chris Hemsworth, right? Chris Hemsworth was a nobody. Was a nobody before he got the role with Thor. The only thing he was in before Thor that we know of was he was in Star Trek for 5 minutes. Okay, okay. They do that, right? Most of the Marvel actors were known. Like everybody was became a Marvel actor besides like Thor was known. Look at Robert Downey Jr. He was known. Yeah, he was had his legal battles, his troubles before he got back into the game and back into acting, back into recover all that. But Robert Downey Jr.'s been known. Scarlett Johansson was known. Jeremy Renner was kind of known. His career was, people knew Jeremy Renner was. Uh, Mark Ruffalo was known. Chris Evans was known, right? And then you go on, right? Aaron Taylor Johnson was known. Elizabeth Olsen was kind of known. Like they really, Marvel actors haven't really been relatively unknowns. Most of them, uh, okay, most of the time. Yeah, Momoa in Fast Action Villains Close to Lobo. Yeah, like, like, like I think like when I see Jason Momoa, his personality, he has different outlets of his personality that I think go that is shown on film, that works on film. He could be his personality. He could be an asshole. He could be very likable. He could be a jerk. He could be immature. I think there's just different directions you could go with his actual real life personality that he puts on film. And I know you're gonna say like that's acting like himself. Well, if you want to know something, Jason Momoa has a lot of charisma. Okay, okay. The problem with Jason Momoa, and I know he's done serious roles before, the problem with Jason Momoa, can people take him seriously as a serious act, like as a serious actor in the sense that can he play really serious characters? And Lobo is not a serious character. Far from that. Far from that. Aquaman could be a serious character, right? But he made him cool. Like you gotta understand. Okay, the one thing about the Snyderverse I'll say about the previous regime, Aquaman, Jason Momoa's Aquaman was one of the few successes of that character because that character was boring as shit. Like Aquaman was always a pun of jokes in DC, right? He was always the punching bag, the laughing punching bag, right? But I mean, the New 52 helped a little bit. That's something positive. New 52 helped a little bit, and Jason Momoa's changed the perception of Aquaman. I think, and I got to give credit to the old Warren Brothers. I got to give a little credit to Snyder. I think that's the one positive of the past with DC is that they actually made Aquaman cool, serious. Yeah, TJ, I agree. Okay, that's the one positive I have with Aquaman. Yeah. He still obviously talks to fish, all that, but that's his power. Okay, it kind of makes sense. I mean, like Wonder Woman. Nobody makes this joke about Wonder Woman. Okay, yeah. Apparently, Wonder Woman can talk to animals too, if I'm correct. So Nobody knows that. Nobody. I think people don't know that Wonder Woman apparently can talk to animals also. Okay, so nobody makes that joke about Wonder Woman because it's not one because her name is Wonder Woman and name has nothing related to animals really. We're Aquaman, Aqua, water. What's in water? Fish. So nobody, no puts two and two together, right? Okay, like yeah, exactly, TJ. That's what I'm saying. Nobody's didn't like Aquaman until Momoa happened, and like here's the thing about Momoa. Jason Momoa has done a lot of work before the Snyderverse, but he didn't break out to become a major star. Star until he became Aquaman. He was in a lot of bad films and a lot of things. I knew about Jason Momoa. I mean, Game of Thrones, obviously, but I knew about Jason Momoa before he got the role. Remember, he was Conan. He was in all this other stuff. He was which show was it? Science fiction show. Which show was it? Was it Stargate? Was it Stargate? Battlestar? Which one was it? Which one was it? Something like that. But I knew about Jason Momoa before. And you gotta understand, sometimes actors and actresses break out when they're in their 40s, right? Or when they're in their 40s, 35s or 40s. Sometimes they don't break out in their teens, 20s, 30s, or 40s. Sometimes they break out in their 50s or 60s. You'll be surprised how many actors do. It does. There's not a specific. Sometimes there's not a specific age range where they break out, right? Like it's not a destined age range. Sometimes. His Conan movie, it was mid. Oh yeah, I mean he did do a lot of smaller roles, smaller films. It was I don't know if you could say it was Game of Thrones that broke him out. It was definitely I think it helped. Okay, did I do this right? All right, but I'm interested to see a Supergirl trailer. Really, I want to see Momoa in it. I think if you want to market this, obviously, if you want to market this, I, I mean, you got to market the star of the movie, but I think you got to market Jason Momoa's Lobo, because here's the thing: I don't know how much Lobo is going to be in this movie. There's a chance Lobo could overshadow Supergirl just because of Lobo's personality and how he is, and Jason Momoa playing him. There's a chance. There's a chance. We got characters like Lobo. There's a chance they could definitely uh, it's not outshadow about outperform. Like I said it a minute ago. Uh, definitely not I would say bury, but make the main character of the movie, that the title of the movie, second seems second to the movie. Like there's a chance that people can fall in love with Lobo more than Supergirl, just because of how Lobo is going to be portrayed personality wise, and Jason Momoa. Because there's not Jason Momoa is kind of a perfect actor for Lobo in a sense because of how he's able to play similar roles. Just it's gonna be a similar roles as he played in Aquaman and Minecraft. It's just gonna be the jokes are gonna be different, right? He's still right. It's just like Jason Momoa is perfect for this role, and his and think of, and his, people love Jason Momoa because of the charisma, and he just has that using charisma. Okay, it's gonna be. There's a chance he get out. He can overshadow. I would say outshadow, overshadow Millie Alcock. I'm just saying. I mean, we'll see. They have to make Supergirl likable. Okay, make her likable. Here's the thing: the goal of if you're creating a movie or TV show about a superhero, you got to make every character likable, even if the personality seems like it's unlikable. You got to find a way to make it likable. Okay, Marvel has that problem recently, right? So you got to make them likable, and I've been feeling like It might take time to warm up to Supergirl to being likable. Where Lobo, it's gonna be likable right off the bat. People are just gonna fall in love with Lobo, and that's kind of not fair with not that's not fair to Per Amelia Alcock, right? It's not fair. I mean, right? It's not fair to put all that pressure on her, because there is pressure on her. Don't get me wrong, there is pressure on her, but it's not just her. I mean, it's everybody else. Okay, there's it's just we'll see, right? We'll see. I mean, this is like Marvel has done this before, right? With Chris Hemsworth, right? Just that DC, Marvel really hasn't done that. Recently, it kind of has done that with unknowns. I mean, but most of the time, Marvel has cast well-known actors to play certain roles, certain heroes and things, right? So, like, right? They. Okay. I'm curious to see this trailer. If it goes public, I'll definitely review. We do a reaction to it. I'm. Here's the thing. I was yesterday's chat. I was in the chat with after watching WWE Survivor Series. I was in the chat with in the chat watching Tony stream. Gabbing with Geeks. Blind was there. I know TJ was on stream talking about Supergirl, and I said Clayface. I think people are gonna be more interested in Clayface. Now again, people if they see the stream would be like shocking, surprised to say why people would be interested in Clayface. Because what I think Clayface has to do first is a Batman villain, obviously. What I think Clayface has to do, if I do the marketing approach to Clayface, I would market it as not just around Clayface, but around Gotham and Batman, all that. Now, people, if they're gonna market around Batman, then people are gonna ask, "Well, is Batman in the film? Is Batman gonna be in the film? Batman gonna be in the film?" Well, here's the thing. I think he should have been in the film, but whatever. I don't know. But here's the thing. They should still market around Batman because it's Gotham, and Clayface is a integral part of Batman's lore, Gotham. So I think that's definitely gonna drive the interest more because Batman. Let's face it, we said it so many times. Everybody agrees whether you're a Superman fan or not a Superman fan, whether you're a Marvel fan or not a Marvel fan. Everybody agrees whether you're not Batman or not a Batman fan. Batman is DC's moneymaker. It's their golden goose, and if they market this around Gotham and Batman and Clayface, there's gonna be more people seeing Clayface as Supergirl. Okay, now Clayface comes out in October. Okay, it doesn't run into the challenges of Dune or Avengers Doomsday in terms of box office. Right, it's not going to make as much money as them anyway. But the budget for that film is relatively low. Right, it's about 40 to 50 million, probably more, but it's relatively low. And I think, but the thing is, it's a horror film, right? And horror films this year have done like horror films are not huge money makers in terms of $1 billion hit, 500 to $1 billion hit. Clayface has a chance. Now, Clayface has a chance to make over 500, 600 million. That'd be a huge profit. Just because if they market it as a horror movie, but also as a Batman related movie, Gotham and DCU related movie, I think that's definitely gonna drive the people's interest more because it'll get them more interested to see what Brave and the Bold Batman, Animation is Batman, even though it may have nothing to do with Clayface, but the world building around Clayface, the Gotham, what Gotham's like, the locations, the boroughs. You might see we saw screenshots from sets like Joker graffiti, Penguin, things like that, Easter eggs, stuff like that. That definitely might get people more interested to see Batman Brave and the Bold. Because Clayface, yeah, it's about Clayface, but it's also a little world building about Gotham. I would assume in Clayface, they would talk about Gotham City a bit because Batman's lore is not just about Batman, I mean specifically the character Batman. It's about the city itself, right? It's always been about the city. It's always been about the city. Okay, and Clayface could definitely contribute to that because if he gets involved with some mobsters or some whatever with the wrong people, that is part of Batman lore. Okay, and then Batman, whatever. Okay, it did work that. Oh man. Okay. All right. So, Lanterns a trailer apparently played, right? Um, Green Ren got this article, but I'm gonna put it up anyway. So, is it up? Yeah, it's up. I'm gonna take away the banner. Gotham is a character in it itself. Okay, get rid of the banner. So DCU's Green Lantern shows trailer sets up James Gunn Justice League roster. I don't know, but we'll see that. Okay, the first teaser trailer for is Lantern's screen at HBO's Max Upfront event in St. Paulo on November 25th. And while the footage has been released to the public, the description shared by Omid suggests where James Gunn is heading with the Green Lantern Corps. All right, let's see what he says here. Let's see what they say. The author describe what happens in the trailer. I think I read this about the trailer already. What's in the trailer, but but we'll read it together here. The teaser confirms that Hal Jordan and John Stewart are to have been working together for months in a real, true detective kind of setting. And the dynamic is built on tension rather than mentorship. Right now, everything points to John Stewart being positioned as the Green Lantern who eventually joins the Justice League. Okay? Teaser. Hal and John have been trained together for months, Jordan is a substitute. But Jordan is a substitute teacher. Though who Jordan is filling in for was not revealed. John Stewart and Hal Jordan argue, with the younger hero telling the veteran that he is better at saving you. But Suddenly's Lantern trailer holds a surprising twist. Well, yeah, telling how Jordan is. Oh man, let's see what. Okay, it sounds like the last trader withholds his surprise just the result of an arrogant student who thinks he's ready to surpass the teacher, which usually means he's about to learn a hard lesson. The substitute teacher framing is a key detail. Oh, Hal isn't John Perma's mentor. He's filling for someone else, so the temporary status reinforces that Hal's role in DCU is transitional, and John's being set up as a Green Lantern who sticks around. Do I have a sense that they're going to kill off that Hal Jordan's going to die in this show? Why do I have a feeling Hal Jordan's going to be killed off? Like a mentor, arrogant mentor, he replaces Hal Jordan's original mentor. They don't get along. Eventually, as the season goes on, they start they the arguing gets to more of they understand each other to become to a point where the friendship builds or something like that, and then how like somebody kills Hal Jordan. I don't know. Sinestro. I don't know. Atrocitus. Black Hand. Like, why feeling like Hal Jordan's gonna die in this show? Hal's too tired for this shit. Well, yeah, yeah. And Kyle Chandler could play that kind of character because he could play that kind of character very well because I've seen him do it. Hal West and Parallax, Hal Jordan. Oh, Parallax. Why do I feel like a guilt-ridden Hal Jordan in this show? Latter show what Chris Munn revealed that shows a lot of ways about replacement, expression when someone should step aside and when it's time for the next person to take the reins. Tease my disappointment friends who were hoping a larger Hal Jordan role in the DCU. Yeah, my sense is there hasn't been leaks yet. Yeah, established in the DCU. The Superman is really says Superman was 3 years, so I clearly get the feeling there hasn't been a DCU established. I mean, it seems like there's a Justice League Society in the a Justice League, and I think everybody suspected. I think we cracked the code. I think. Well, Atrocitus is rumored to be in it, but if I don't know why they have Sinestro, Black Hand, and Atrocitus all in one show. I don't know why did we need Atrocitus and those three together. I think Black Hand fits better here than Atrocitus. Uh, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't think there has been a Justice League established yet. And John Stewart will be the Lantern. The Lantern being the just. Here's the thing. Why do I think John Stewart is going to be the one being the Justice League? I think it's because a lot of people remember the cartoon, and he was the Green Lantern that joined the Justice League in the cartoon, right? So basing off that, even though Hal Jordan, Hal Jordan, it's a national history. The Green Lantern, the comics are called Green Lantern, but Green Lantern is not specifically a hero's name, right? Like Batman, that's Bruce Wayne's hero Mantle's name, right? Superman, Clark Kent, Wonder Woman, Diana Prince, Flash, right? So on and so on, right? But Green Lantern is specifically name of the Green cop. This basically what they call it, the Green Lantern Corps. Each member of the Green Lantern Corps is considered called a Green Lantern, right? Hal Jordan's the Green Lantern. John Stewart's the Green. Hell. If we ever get caught up upon in the ring, a Green Lantern ring comes to one of us, and we join the corps, we'll be called a Green Lantern, right? We'd be called a Green Lantern, right? Okay, everybody who joins the Green Lantern Corps is a Green Lantern. It says, yeah, John Stewart is more popular, and the actor is younger too. All right, here's what he said. Okay, it's not exactly the show is. It's about how step by step for John could take over. In real life, Kyle Chandler is 60 years old. Kyle Chandler is not 60, man. What are they talking about? Kyle Chandler is 50 something. Oh, Kyle Chandler is 60. Wow. Wow. He is 60. Yeah. And Aaron Pierce 31. Of course, the age gap does tell you which is okay. Here's the thing: they can have John Stewart. They can still have Hal Jordan in the DCU. John Stewart could be part of the Green Lantern Corps and in the Justice League. Well, Hal Jordan could be just part of the Green Lantern's corpse. And when there's a Green Lanterns movie or something like that, they could both be in it. I mean, you don't necessarily need to kill them off, right? In this, you don't need necessarily get rid of them. I mean, why not? Why not? You can have John Stewart in a Justice League movie and things like that, but and you can have Hal Jordan in a Green Lanterns movie along with John Stewart. Right? Technically, Hal Jordan doesn't technically need to join the Justice League, but I do feel like do feel like they are going to kill him off. I do feel like they're going to kill off Hal Jordan. It just to me the way this is describing what the trailer show, what the movie showed, not the movie, but the trailer, what the trailer's describing, what they're telling us. It's like yeah, it's like yeah, they're going to kill him off. They're going to kill off Hal Jordan. God, I hope not. Yeah, why not Reynolds? That's not the reason why I put the thumbnail. I don't know, but all right. The event maybe because Gunn did that with Suicide Squad. Yeah, he did. All right, all right. I'm curious what happened to his former. Who would be the one training him? Kilowog? Training um, Hal Jordan that Hal Jordan is replacing. Who would be the one who was supposed to visually train John Stewart? There has to be another lantern, right? We know Sinestro is in it, but I have a feeling Sinestro is already part of the Yellow Corps, the Yellow Lanterns. Kilowog? I don't know if Kilowog's in it. I don't know. Look, I do think there's going to be some space stuff in this. Okay? I do think so because Green Lantern is nothing without space involved. It really isn't. The galaxy involved. It's the whole point. They watch over different sectors, right? Um, right? And, there, and there's different species are part of are part of the Green Lantern Corps, Yellow Corps, Red Corps, all that. I mean, Green Lantern is very space like, and I'm sure. I mean, there is some grounded stuff on Earth, or Green Lantern stuff that takes place on Earth, but it usually involves most of the time when Earth is involved in Green Lantern stuff. It usually involves aliens and other things. Usually, Amanda Waller. Amanda Waller, yes, she was. Angela Bassett, yeah. Angela Bassett was Amanda Waller. Uh, Ryan Reynolds and Angela Bassett both in the MCU, right? Angela Bassett's dead in the MCU, right? She was the Queen of Wakanda. She died in the last movie. Sorry, I had to get a drink. Hey, and Warner Brothers stole Aaron Pierre from Marvel. Aaron Pierre was supposed to be in Blade. Aaron Pierre was supposed to be in Blade, but that movie is probably never being made for a long time. It's probably canceled. It's not officially. He was supposed to be in Blade, and Warner Brothers snatched him away. Just snatched them. Just offered them something that's actually going to get made, and it is getting made. I mean, Marshall Ali, he has to, I don't know, he must be patient as hell. Because that movie, oh my god. Ah, all right, so let's move on. How long has it been talking for? 15 minutes? Good, good, good. I did hear the show has flashbacks in it. That's what I heard. The show has flashbacks in it. In the Green Lantern show has flashbacks in it. Yeah, I mean, the only time we have Blade in the MCU is his voice. I mean, the Marshall Ali version is his voice, Eternals, and Wesley Snipes' version of Deadpool Wolverine. And if you haven't heard, Deadpool Wolverine's budget was revealed. How much the budget was revealed? Well, apparently, 533 to 534 million was the total budget around there for Deadpool and Wolverine. Yes. I'm sorry. Gracie was right. HBO watched me Lanterns. But yeah, so the budget came out for Deadpool Wolverine, reportedly 534 million. Now this movie made close to 1.4 billion, I believe. So it seems like a 900 million profit. Not so fast. Unfortunately, it's not. That's not the case. That's not the case. Not the case. Apparently, okay, that's not the case. There's a lot of things reasoning why the budget was so high. Couple things. Okay, Marvel, one of the biggest movies. Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds, huge paycheck, right? I'm sure they're making double figures for this film. Okay, okay, okay. Facts. Director Sean Levy, an A-list director, right? Sean Levy is not a small-time director, a medium-sized director. He's a well-known director, right? Sean Levy, connection with Ryan Reynolds, right? Right. It's a Marvel thing. Of course, it's a Marvel project. Marvel always has big productions. Even if they're smaller films, still have a bigger production compared to other smaller films from other studios. Okay, Marvel, $100 million film is considered budget film is considered small for Marvel. Where $100 million film budget to for other films is not Marvel related, it's considered high, very high. Okay, okay, considered high. So that's obviously a couple things. Rewrites, strikes. Remember, they were filming this before. Right, they were filming this before the writer strike. So when the writer strikes went on strike, they were still filming it, but they couldn't really have the writers on board, and they couldn't really change anything. Right. So we're still filming while the writers were on strike because the actors were not on strike yet, until about a few months later. So, but in July, when the actors decided to go on strike, they were on strike till November. So production was halted, right? Was stopped for a while. You gotta understand, right? I mean, that costs money. That costs a lot of money just to stop in production and then to start up again once the strike is over with. It costs money, lots of money. Not only that, getting cameos coming, getting Jennifer Gardner, Wesley Snipes, Channing Tatum. Those are not, those are not like just nobodies. Those are big A-list talent right there. That costs dough. That costs money. Lots of money. Okay? That costs lots of money for sure. Right? Promotion, marketing, because they marketed the shit out of this movie. They marketed the shit out of this movie. Okay, they marketed the crap out of this movie. So a lot of factors go into this. Why the budget was this big. You also got to understand. There's the filming budget. Apparently, with movies, there's specifically IP movies like this. There's a budget for the filming part, right? Filming, editing, all that, putting the movie together. But but the budget for marketing comes after, later. It's not considered right. And then after the movie comes out, when we find a total budget, it all adds up. They all added up. They all added up. Okay? Right? All adds up. And this came to 534 million. 533, 534 million. Half half Wesley Snipes probably Wesley Snipes of those two, Channing Tatum and Jennifer Garner, probably got the least most. Just for waiting him for to get back in the game. Okay? But she said, yeah, 534 million, half a billion. That's a lot. So it didn't make as much profit as it's figured. Also, the streaming side of things did well. It did stream well once it was available on demand, and then got the free on Disney Plus eventually. Did do well. Can this affect Avengers Doomsday? Okay. Okay, Avengers Doomsday has a chance to have a higher budget than this. Okay, a higher budget than this. First of all, you got Robert Downey Jr. who's making maybe half the film. No, not half. But Robert Downey Jr. making at least over 30, 40 million. So, but not just that. Okay, not just the actors. I mean, look, what's the budget going to be for Avengers Doomsday? It's a lot. It's a lot, right? Just from the cast itself and the directors and all of that. Production, setting up back, setting up the sound stage, the scene, everything else, right? Everything, setting up, getting locations, and all that. Just setting up that stuff, right? But obviously, there's that. Then they're gonna do marketing promotion for it, and they're doing it now, a year in now. Obviously, they're getting a really, really big head start with releasing a trailer in front of Avatar, which is smart because Avatar is going to be a big, huge hit because it always is. Man, they should. Okay. Who makes Utopia? I mean, they should have released the Avengers trailer in front of Zootopia, man. Oh man. I mean, like you see Avengers, like what? Zootopia 2. Zootopia 2. They should have released the trailer in front of Zootopia 2. Because that movie is making so much money. So much money. And Avatar is going to make money. I guess it really doesn't make a difference. But, man, Zootopia is going to... Zootopia is gonna cross $1 billion. Zootopia is... Yeah. I mean, oh my God. It's already at 556 million. and just came out in November. Just November. Just this weekend. Okay. So don't be us killing it right now. I mean, they should just release the trailer for that because it's doing very well in China. Doing very well in China too. Avatar's gonna have the same effect in China. So they're doing the getting a head start with Avengers Doomsday with the trailer. Okay, smart. And then you're gonna have to do the other promotion leading up to that, right? Uh, Things like that, whatever it is, marketing. Yeah, Disney's kicking ass right now. Right now. And Avatar, and the next this month, because it's December, it's gonna be December tomorrow. It, Avatar, okay. But the thing about Avengers Doomsday is there is a bit of a concern because the collective bargaining agreements between actors and writers, a lot with the studios, expire in 2026, and I think around the spring summertime. And I don't know, I can't really say how long the uh, the strikes will go on. If they are going to strike, first they have to strike, which I think they will, because I don't think the actors and writers got everything they wanted, and I think it's going to be this time. It's going to be, and the threat of AI the threat of AI even becoming more in use, being because I honestly think even though in the last CBA they discussed AI and they got some AI protection, I don't think it was enough for the actors. I don't anything like that. So I do think that one of the topics of discussions for next CBA is going to be AI. I think AI is going to be a big topic, a big issue of of negotiating. Because look, AI has gotten so much advanced in the last 2 or 3 years. Really, since the last dispute, really. Okay, hell, I can make a whole South Park episode if I wanted to. I can make a Eric Cartman. I can just make an Eric Cartman show if I wanted to. Spin off from South Park. I can say it's a spin off of South Park. I would call it the Eric Cartman show. I can make it if I wanted to, but I get sued. Obviously, I'm not doing that. But that's my point, though. Okay, if they do end up going to the strike, and there's a chance, yeah, and they may strike again because of AI. If they do go to strike again, there's maybe a chance of Comic Con next year, because I believe Marvel Studios will go back to San Diego Comic Con. Marvel Studios may not go back to San Diego Comic Con because if there's strikes going on, okay. And I'm sure Marvel would love to go to Comic Con next year. Would love it to go to Comic Con next year because Avengers Doomsday and Spider Man comes out at the same time. But Avengers Doomsday specifically, I think they would love to do that. Love. There's a reason. There's reasons why they didn't come out this year. They had nothing to show, nothing to preview for a while. Okay, makes sense to skip it this year. But next year, no, no. This next year, the only thing that can stop them from coming is potential strike. Out of a reverse cardboard video. That's cool. Okay. Hey, I can make more of those, man. I can make more of those. But okay, so that's okay. Marvel wants to come back for Comic Con next year, just because of what they have on the table, what they have upcoming. Okay. Yeah. And what they have in the rings, right? And the only thing they could derail that is potential strikes, because they're gonna promote this movie from a year and out. Okay, they're doing it now, and they're gonna continue doing it for a year now, and they can technically still promote if they are going on strike. They technically Disney can still technically promote it, but what's the point of promoting it without the actors promoting it, right? By the way, NRS. Oh, really? Wow, 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 wow. But what's the point of promoting if the actors can't say anything or it's right can't promote at all? That's the concern for Avengers Doomsday. There are some allegations that they use Mid Journey for character designs. I can see it. Can't confirm. Wow. My phone's about to go soon. Wow. Yeah, I just use it for shorts, you know, because it's funny. Get some money out of it. You get a lot of money for shorts, but it's funny, man. I do have a good. I do with the Sora. I do. You gotta humor yourself. I do laugh at myself, making myself look bad at times with AI of myself, right? I do like to, I do laugh at myself. You got to in this world. You gotta laugh at yourself at times, right? You gotta laugh at your times yourself, even if you're embarrassing yourself. You got to. Hey, if you make some money on it, so be it. Like I do on shorts. AI doesn't get you with any shorts. Don't, I mean, some of my shorts from AI have got me some money, a lot of money, couple like what $2 or $3. uh, it's good for thumbnails too. Uh huh. Yeah, it's true. It's true. The thing is, I don't use AI for thumbnails. I'll use it for short clips, but I won't use it for thumbnails. I like to make my own, my own thumbnails. I don't. It's lazy. Right? AI is lazy to me for thumbnails. I mean, I don't use it. I know Tony does, right? Tony does, right? Yeah, sense of humor, I do. Oh, you want to know something? But he doesn't always use AI. He used to. All right, all right. You know what? I knew you used something. No, I. What else? Yeah, I look. That app has some famous people on it making fun of themselves too. Snoop Dogg is on that app. Yeah, you got Snoop Dogg on that app, and you got Shaq on that app. Shaquille O'Neal's on that app. The only problem is they won't let you use their they won't let you use them in creating a video. But I gotta go, man. Watch the end this football game between the Denver and Washington. But yeah, I'm back, guys. December is right around the corner. We'll do some more things with December. Supergirl trailer drop. We'll check on that and things like that. But yeah, make